Good morning, students. Hope you all are doing good. Welcome back to your chemistry class. Today we will do the question answers of your NCERT book from exercise. Question number 1 is, a solution turns red litmus blue, its pH is likely to be. You know that if red litmus turns blue, it means it is a base. And base means the pH will be more than 7. So here the pH is more than 7, that is 10. So the answer is 10. Second question is, a solution reacts with crushed egg shells to give a gas that turns lime water milky. The solution contains. If you don't know what is crushed egg shells or what compound it is made up of, then also you can understand by this, a gas turns lime water milky. Whenever it is given a gas turns lime water milky, you should understand this is about the carbon dioxide gas, right? And eggshell is made up of calcium carbonate. And you know that when metal reacts with carbonates, right? When acid reacts with metal carbonates, it gives carbon dioxide gas. So these are the, you can see which is acid here. HCl is acid here. So this HCl will react with calcium carbonate to give gas carbon dioxide. So the right answer is HCl. Next is 10 milliliter of a solution of NaOH is found to be completely neutralized by 8 ml of given solution of HCl. 10 ml of NaOH is neutralizing the solution 8 ml of HCl. So if we take 20 ml of the same solution of NaOH, so if here it is doubled, means how much solution, how much amount of HCl will be neutralized by, then you have to double the amount of HCl also. So it is 10 ml and 10 ml is neutralizing 8 ml of acid. So here 20 ml of NaOH will neutralize 16 ml of HCl. So you can write correct option, that is 16. Next question is, which one of the following types of medicines is used for treating indigestion? See the options: antibiotic, analgesic, antacid and antiseptic. You have seen this, that for treating indigestion, what do we use? Antacid, right? Because antibiotic is used for the treatment of the bacterial infection, analgesic is for pain, antiseptic for the preventing septic. So this is antacid only, which is used for treating indigestion, because you know that because of the indigestion the acidity is there, and for treating acidity the antacids are used. Next question, write word equation and then balanced equations for the reaction takes place when dilute sulfuric acid reacts with zinc granules. You know that sulfuric acid, the formula is H2SO4. So when H2SO4 reacts with zinc granule, and you know when metal reacts with acid, it produces salt and salt plus hydrogen gas. So H2SO4 plus Zn gives ZnSO4 plus H2. In the same way, and you will balance the reaction also. Second reaction is dilute hydrochloric acid, that is HCl. When HCl will react with magnesium, it is again the same reaction. It will form magnesium chloride, that is MgCl2 or plus H2. Next is dilute sulfuric acid reacts with aluminum powder, again the same reaction. H2SO4 plus Al, that is aluminum, gives Al2SO4 whole thrice plus H2. You have to balance the equation. Next is dilute hydrochloric acid, again HCl plus iron flux, that is Fe. Then FeCl2 plus H2. So in this way you will write the reactions. Next question is, compounds such as alcohols and glucose also contain hydrogen but are not categorized acids. Describe an activity to prove it. You know that we have done the activity in the chapter in which we saw that acids conduct electricity, though glucose and alcohol do not conduct electricity. In this same activity you will write, and you will write because these two, alcohols and glucose, when you are taking the solution of alcohol and the glucose and you are passing the current, you will see that electricity will not conduct. Why? Because these two are not dissociated into ions. Next question is, why does distilled water not conduct electricity whereas rainwater does? You know that rainwater has some salts, whereas distilled water doesn't have any salt. So that is why rainwater can conduct electricity, but distilled water does not conduct electricity. Why do acids not show acidic behavior in the absence of water? You know that in one activity we did it, that where the HCl gas was there, it was not showing the character, acidic character. Why? Because you know that in absence of water, acids do not dissociate into hydronium ions, and they show the acidic character only in presence of water when they dissociate into hydronium ions, that is H3O plus ions, or you can say H plus ions, hydrogen ions. 5 solutions A, B, C and D, when treated with universal indicator, showed pH as 4, 1, 11, 7 and 9 respectively. Which solution is neutral? Which solution is strongly alkaline, strongly acidic, is weakly acidic or weakly alkaline? Arrange the pH in increasing order of hydrogen ion concentration. So first of all, you will see that these 5 solutions. A, if you see, A4. A4 means it is weak acid. So the option C will be for A. Option D will be for A, because weakly acidic, because acids are below 7 and 4 means weakly acidic. Then B1 means strongly acidic, C option. C11 means strongly alkaline, B option. D7 means neutral, A option. E9 weakly alkaline, E option. Then arrange the pH in increasing order of hydrogen ion concentration. Right? So hydrogen ion concentration means where the hydrogen ion concentration is more, when it is acid, and as we will go from right to left in the pH scale, the hydrogen ion concentration will increase. So how will you write? First of all, you will write pH 11, then 9, then 7, then 4 and then 1. Next question is, equal lengths of magnesium ribbons are taken in the test tubes A and B. Hydrochloric acid, that is HCl, is added to the test tube A, while acetic acid, that is CH3COH, is added to test tube B. In which test tube will the fizzing occur more vigorously and why? You know, when magnesium ribbon is of same length, means that amount of metal which you are taking in both the test tube, that is same. And when you are adding in one test tube HCl, in another acetic acid, you know that HCl is strong acid, whereas acetic acid is weak acid. HCl will produce more H ions, whereas CH3COH, that is acetic acid, will dissociate into less H ions. So fizzing definitely will occur more in case of test tube A. Right? The question number 11 is, fresh milk has a pH of 6. How do you think the pH will change as it turns into curd? Explain your answer. So you know that pH of 6 fresh milk has. But when it changes to curd because of the formation of lactic acid. So if the formation of lactic acid is there, means the pH will be lower than 6. It will be towards acidic, more acidic. Next question, a milkman adds a very little amount of baking soda to fresh milk. Why does he shift the pH of the fresh milk from 6 to alkaline, slightly alkaline? Because you know that baking soda is basic, and if he is adding a little amount of baking soda, means it will delay the formation of lactic acid. That is why he adds a small amount of baking soda, so that milk will remain fresh, will not be spoiled. Why does it spoil? Because of the formation of lactic acid. Right? Next is, why does this milk take a long time to set up as curd? Because it has some base in the form of baking soda. So that is why it takes long time to form as this lactic acid to set as curd. Question number 13. Plaster of Paris should be stored in a moisture-proof container. You have done this, that plaster of Paris is calcium sulfate hemihydrate. And when it is added, or when water is added in this, you can say it changes to gypsum. That is calcium sulfate dihydrate, CaSO4.2H2O. So if it will be stored in the container in which moisture is there, it will set as it will form the gypsum. So that is why it is stored in a moisture proof container to prevent the change of plaster of Paris to gypsum. What is a neutralization reaction? This you know. The reaction of acid plus base. When an acid reacts with base and forms salt plus water, that is a neutralization reaction, and you can write the reaction. Any two reactions you can write here, which are given in chapter, which are shown in the video. One reaction you can simply write that one acid, that is HCl plus NaOH, gives NaCl plus H2O. In the same way, one more example you can write. Give two important uses of washing soda and baking soda. This also you can write. So now that's all, children. And please do this all work in your copies and start sending your work of this chapter as well. And learn this chapter as well as first chapter also. Keep on revising, keep on watching the videos and learn properly. As you know that after a few days when the school will reopen, you will have to appear for the assessments. So please be particular towards your studies, be sincere for your studies. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe. Stay home. God bless you all.